Welcome back to Anno 1800. Now, I just want to mention something very quickly here, and that is that I know we're on episode 4, and the progression is, well, it's slow. And that's the kind of Anno player I am. I like things to progress slowly. So, during, or rather between episodes, I did just upgrade these so I could start getting some steel beams produced. We're not getting many. One every 1 minute 30, no, one every 45 seconds. Our balance might permit us to do more of this, but then I'd have to build another one of these. So it would be another minus 300. I also did a couple of quests for the AI, back and forth between them.
I want to look after everyone.
Why, thank you, Bente. And we also had a newspaper. And apparently Wivtopia has let itself go, according to one of many visitors who claim the city is losing its appeal, which is very correct considering that these things do minus 15 negative appeal. And then we have the pig stuff. Apparently we have a festival now because the attractiveness just went up. It's the commemoration day. We'll get back to that. Like, all of these also do minus 5 attraction, minus 5 attraction, minus 5 attraction, minus 3 attraction. So currently we are at 49 vulgarity thanks to that. And we'll get more vulgarity and pollution as well. I probably won't move those things off the main island for a very long time, so we'll just have to live with them as they are. Anything else? I built a second schooner. We also need to build another set of rendering works and a soap factory. It's not that bad. It's 130. So I think we'll just go ahead and do that right away. I have more things that we're going to do as well. Let's see here. I want to have a small warehouse. Not too happy with that position. But I think we'll go with that position. We'll fit it there, and then we'll have a fire station on the other side of it. Do this. And then 2 more rendering works. And a soap factory. Which also means that we can do this. This will be AI, and yes, I do weird namings on my ship. So AI 01. It's also going to be OW. That's Old World. AI. Route 1. Ship 1. So we just do that. How much soap do we have currently? 174. Let's go and set up a route. Do a trade route from Wivtopia to Wormway's prison. This will be OWAI. Actually, AIOW. 01. Just be 01. Or rather AR01 Old World. Eli Soap. Let's create a new group. I love these group things. And I have to rename the ship. Let's rename the ship first. AI01 Old World. Where art thou? So I'm going to do this. Old World. And that's the correct name for the ship. And then add it to the route. Accept. And now that ship will be going back and forth between Wivtopia and the Bleakworth prison. Or Bleakworth's harbor. I think it's Bleakworth. Wormway's prison, apparently. And we'll get some nice additional cash from that. And with 3 soap works, we are overproducing soap like crazy currently. We are producing 5 per minute. But there is no limitation to how much he will buy, so this is a great way to get a little bit of extra cash early on. Now we do need to be careful with the influence, so I want to settle this island here. This is 33 influence, so it's not that bad.
You know what to do with them all.
Yeah, I don't, to be honest, Bente, but we also want to go over and settle this island. And I don't think we need this one. And it does have coal, but I think we have enough coal as is. Yeah, we have plenty of coal. It only has one. The 2 copper deposits, that's going to be mildly annoying to forfeit. But I don't think it's a big problem. And these smaller islands also have things on them, and the influence cost for these is very negligible. Negligible? Negligible? Yeah, I think it's negligible. Some words are not that easy. So we have 75,000. I don't know how fast this ship goes. It goes at a speed of, well, it's not going against the wind, but it can also actually go down to 4.4 knots, depending on how much cargo is inside of it. There's a new quest for Bente up here. Let's have a look at what it is. Yeah, that's a simple one. Pick up Flotsam. Let's go... No, actually, let's take the Naria Jobble and go pick up that Flotsam. Just to be sure I actually got all of them. And then go back here with that. I think I want to build a 3rd schooner. They are really cheap. Like, we don't have to pay influence for them currently, but 15 upkeep cost, not a problem. The clippers are going to be a little bit more annoying, but so that did a little bit of a turn on our balance. The soap stuff. This one needs to be upgraded as well, which will do even more to our balance. We need to produce beer, which will dramatically help getting our balance back. But before we do that, let's build a school. And that will put us at 20 population per building. Beer. We need 3 hop farms. Probably don't need 3 hop farms, but I'm going to make 3 hop farms. I don't think I have room for 2 of them in here. Or actually, maybe I do. I might be able to fit in 2 of them here. I mean, I don't really need to pay any attention to the railroad reservation part right now, and I'm going to move these around anyways. But okay, so we have 2 hop farms here, and we need a 3rd one. We might as well build that there, extend the road, and put up another warehouse. And we can just follow the line out here. Again, all of this is going to be moved around. This is highly temporary. There we go, 3 hop farms. That should be sufficient. This is 38 influence. That's fine. And that basically puts us at where I want to be in terms of the islands. I'm going to pick up the small islands as well. Let's just go have a look at that. I don't think this costs much influence at all. Like 2 iron, 1 coal, 2 limestone. I can't build much here, but... Now the other thing that we need is more grain production. And to be very specific on the grain, we need 2 more grain farms. so the... Yeah, 2 more grain farms, because it is 4, 2, 6, 4. So 2 more grain farms. I'm not sure if putting the grain farms out here... I don't know if I can fit 2 here. But let's see. No. I did not mean to place you there. I don't think there's enough room for 2 grain farms here. 144 fields is a lot. Or maybe I can possibly do the grain going down here. Can. That actually isn't too bad. Then we need a warehouse, not a house, a warehouse. And we should have plenty of grain in storage. Yeah, no problem at all. So let's just build a malt house right away. Do we need a fire station here? I don't think so.
Hide the bottle. It's the boss.
Nope. We do not need a fire station there.
Like
the fire... Oh, we have the festival. So this festival is, as most festivals, 250 attractiveness to the island, and then we get 10 happiness and 15% more workforce. You should be a bit wary of that if you're building during the commemoration day, and you're like just hovering near the limits of your workforce. That can put you at a minus afterwards. Also affects all weapons production chains, which we have none. And it also makes us build ships both cheaper and faster. So that's a nice one. Okay, now we have to build up a little bit of supply of hops and malt. How is this? It's 3 influences, so that's what I mean. You can settle the smaller islands without problem at all.
Flagship ready for orders.
I think I will.
As long as you preserve what's already there.
Well, now why would I need to do that? I'm not playing Eco Tycoon here, Bente. This has a very nice little beach in there. 2 limestone, that's not bad.
The trust can't wait to see your astonished.
You gained an influence bonus.
We gained an influence bonus.
Upon my stars, I never doubted you.
Unifier. Now we have 100 island workforce. So we do need more influence before we go to the new world, but I'm usually a late. As with most things in this game, I like to play slowly, so I usually go to the old world, no, to the new world, rather late. I will often have a ship of the line to send on the first expedition down there. I know people usually just use the flagship for that, but... yeah. Why did it do that? You might be wondering what I'm doing here, but it shall become apparent shortly. Need a road there. This is just preparation stuff, really. Okay, so we do this, and then we have 2 parallel tracks here for the railroad. And that's a rather long stretch as well, so that can be useful in the future. That's just future-proofing and thinking about things early on. Okay, we need to level up our city. How much? Yep. That means we can put down 2 breweries. I think we'll do those right here. Do these need fire stations? No, it's still the festival, so I don't know. I should have gone to...
Aren't you just itching to leap into the beyond? I'm so grateful to the charitable...
What are you doing there? I should have gone to,
Should I fear for...
10 malt. Oh well. I don't think I can buy malt anywhere either. It'll be fine. So raw materials. We are producing a little bit more grain than we actually need. We are producing too few pigs. That's interesting. I didn't think we would be producing too few pigs. We're good on these. Are in the negative as well. Not overly worried about that when we have this much money. That should help a bit.
Cherry atop our beautiful...
No,
Why so
I
mean?
do not want an alliance with you. Because you'll end up being nasty towards the pirates, and I don't want
I
that.
wanted to serve one such as
Talk.
that. There is nothing like trying.
Those are the best. Quick, easy, and very, very nice money. And influence with the AIs as well.
Extends its warmest
Kill homesick clouds with spirits. Yes. I concur.
Now you've got more islands than me.
Populate that island. And I'm thinking about this one here. That has zinc. This one is a purely clay island. Oh my. We're gonna take this one. If the AI asks me to settle one of those 2 islands, I might actually allow them to do so. Because I'm way overextended on islands here now. This is borderland insane currently. Do we have everything we need to move on to the next? You know, that game, he's very sassy. No, go away. No, it is not unethical. You're just being stuck up. Not sure why I'm future-proofing here, because it is very unlikely that I will... Well, actually, now that I'm thinking about it, the oil will be coming from... It doesn't really matter if I use this beach or if I use this beach, but I probably will use this beach because this beach is more docklands friendly and also closer to the edge, so Captain Tobias can, instead of having to go around the island to this side. That means I'm going to have rails going... Yeah, because of the oil fields, of course. There will be rails going down there and then back up here. This actually needs to be a double track. I think I'm going to do that right away because it's just so simple to do it, and it means that I have that in mind later on in the game. I will mention Takarazuka again. I hope I do that correctly. Always a little bit forgetful about that. But his advice is to keep the railroads simple from the beginning, and I very much agree with that. But since I know that I will need 2 parallel tracks there, I'm going to have power inside of the houses, and I'm going to have power down here. Parts of this might move down here, for instance. And this area up here might be something completely different than what it is now, but since there are mines up there, it's very unlikely that I will have other things up there, to be honest. This promontory, or what we can call it, this might be a good place for like things like the World's Fair, maybe the palace. Then again, no, the palace would not be bad here because I want to have industry down here, so the road wouldn't be too bad in terms of road distance going down there. But I'm getting way ahead of myself. How the heck did I get up to that balance again? Oh, they've got beer. Yeah, that's it. That's plus 12 coins per worker building. So what we need to do now is get these numbers up. I provided them with everything they need, including their happiness needs. Our soap route is working. Let's just see how much we made on Oh, it doesn't tell me. Finance, does that tell me anything? That's interesting. It doesn't actually tell me how much I made on the trade route to the AI. Huh. I did not expect that. But I can quickly calculate it myself if we take a look at... this is good, actually. Eli Zope. So if we do 34, and he pays 384, so I cannot do that in my head. 34 times 384 is 13,000, which is a substantial amount of money at this point of the game. All right. Let's just check the consumer goods. Yeah, things are looking good here. Things are looking good here. Let's speed things up. While we just wait for things to settle down. Beer is going to take a little while to get up. I do hope these get enough malt. 1 out of 4, 3 out of 4. That isn't ideal. I'm going to run out of it.
Look busy, people.
I'd like to have them at the maximum of each. Another newspaper. Now that's perfect. Plus 15 happiness. 130,000, so we probably recently sold soap to Eli. Indeed we did. And this island is 18 influence, but that's just so worth it. So I'm gonna do that. And then we are going back home.
I'll admit, your people are willing to fight.
There is something you can do with the haciendas in the new world that will give you a lot of influence. I will try to not do that, or I don't want to do that, to be honest. Takarazuka has a video showing off how you can do it on his channel. If you're interested in that and you're struggling with influence, then please do go check out that video on his channel. What I intend to do, though, is I might tear down some of these if I discover that I don't really need this after all. But the main thing here is that I have 5 large islands, or this one isn't that large, but it's plenty space actually, within very short distance of my main production island, which mean, or main city island, which means that I can move things off to these smaller islands. This one might actually not be smaller, but there is a gigantic mountain on it, which probably makes it smaller, because this is a lot more building space here. Another thing that I will do in... I will have this island, or another island, not sure, dedicated to investors. That is the goal. But it's going to take a long, long time before I get to that point. Also, you may already have noticed that I do not release this series on a daily basis. Probably will be releasing an episode or 2, maybe 3 per week, but nothing more than that. And occasionally it might even not be 1 episode within a week. It depends on where I am in the game and how much I have to play the game to progress. And there is things that I do not want to do off camera. However, on camera I mean. We are ready to go to Artisans, so let's upgrade to Artisans.
A new milestone.
Age of Fine Craftsmanship. Have a look here. We are going to need canned food. I am not going to build canned food. No way.
All I ever desired was a place to live and work.
I mean, I'm going to have to build canned food at some point because it is
New expedition.
expedition.
Admiral.
It is important in sense that they need that to be fulfilled to be able to go to the next level, which would be engineers. But I'm not going to build canned food yet. To build canned food, or rather before I will build canned food, I am going to go look for a very specific item at Eli's harbor, which is called an actor. The actor... no. I think it's the actor. Provides them with canned food. Let's have a look at that quickly. Unknown actor. Residents with the variety theatre fulfilled are provided with rum and canned food. Indeed, this one is the one that I want. The other one that I want is... no, it's... what's it called? Cannery. The other item that I want to get is... not that one. Yeah, it's Chef Michel. Well, we're not going to be able to afford him in a while. But as you can see, what he does is that instead of goulash, the building processes pigs. And that guy is just so worth it that it's just utterly ridiculous, because to build canned food, you need cattle farms, beef. You can see they take 2 minutes to produce 1 item. You need red pepper farms, which also takes 2 minutes to produce 1 item. You need an artisanal kitchen, which takes 2 minutes to build an item. And then you need a cannery on top of that, of course. And iron. Now, if you could just skip all of that, this is a substantial investment of, I mean, this one is 50 maintenance cost, this one is 100 maintenance cost, this one is 100 maintenance cost. So that's 250. That's just replaced with, what do we see?
We're all fuller.
40. In my last game, I didn't build a single cattle farm, red pepper farm, or artisanal kitchen at all. I just got Chef Michel and I built a couple of canneries and just provided them with iron and pigs. Now, even better is the pigs here produce at 30 seconds, so that's... 1 pig farm is sufficient to provide 3 canneries, and I didn't have more than 2 of them. But that was mostly because of my specialist that I had in the town halls, that the actor that provided them for free, so I didn't have many buildings that actually required canned food at all. Bente has a new quest for us, but I want to send our flagship. Let's see what the quest is. Must be to sail with her. No, I don't want to do export quests. We don't have any. We don't have any military ships except the flagship. The flagship is pretty powerful. It's not that. I could probably build a couple of frigates, but upkeep cost 100. It's free influence currently. I might want to have a couple of these until we can get the clippers. What's the speed on these things? I don't understand why they haven't listed that up. You'd think they, I think they would list the speed. The ship of the line is really slow. We need 750 artisans.
Sweet music.
What we do need to start up is Windows, and I think we'll try to get that started up right now. Go down here. Windows is also pretty expensive to build. You need 200 for a window maker, 100 for a glass maker. But one glass maker can supply 2 of these, so we're going to have a deficit of 240, 440, 640 minus. But yeah, it's fine. We need windows, so there's not much I can do about that. Is that the closest I can get? No, I can get down there. Don't think we need a fire station down here. We'll build one just to make sure, but I don't think we need it. There is a tiny chance of a fire since, yeah. So we need to stock up on the quartz sand. I'll do a quick cut here, pause, and be back in a moment. Actually, I was lucky enough to spot this at Eli's. We're going to buy this baker because he is definitely someone we want. As for the other characters here, I don't particularly feel like buying any of these. And this early on in the game, I do not want to start re-rolling, so I'll just check in periodically. He's the one that sells the specialists that we need for the what's it called again? The trade union. There we go. I have collected up some quartz sand, and I also paused the breweries so that I could gather up some malt and hops so that I wasn't running on absolute zero on those two as well. Now, I do want to get the windows up and running before we end the episode. I'm going to need 300 artisans. So we are going to have to do something about that. 360, that seems fine. Let's just do 2 more for good measure. It'll give us more income as well. These are not very cooperative in terms of the size.
Everything seems up to the minute.
And we have docklands.
I had better leave it.
Business this is.
Okay, Captain Tobias, I'm going to run the tutorial because... but I'm not going to do the quest now. But I'm going to run the tutorial because... why not? Okay, we have 2 glass makers up and running. We need to upgrade this one.
A special edition.
And the canal to the Land of Lions is open. The Kulusma Canal to the continent of Enbeza receives its first traffic of ships. We are going to go to Enbeza, but I want to have a decent amount of specialists for the expedition that I want to send to Enbeza, because you can get some pretty nice items on your way to Enbeza. And if you do all 6 of the points, I also think there's an achievement involved. And in the last playthrough, I did 5 of them because I didn't know that I couldn't go back. You have to do... There are 3... 3 marks or 3 kind of event issues that arise during the trip, and I thought I could go back, but I couldn't. We need to save up some glass, and I have a very, very bad feeling about that. I switched the game to DirectX 12 because that has improved my frame rate, but I've also had 1 game crash since then, and I'm wondering if DirectX 12 crashes the game.
My brief candle extinguishes.
We need to find some farmers at the pub, then we need to find some at the... go away.
I am giddy with
church?
gratitude.
Apparently we... Oh, the souvenir seller, that's not a bad one.
Proper job.
Let's just speed things up until we have 10 glass. I see Qing has a quest, but I'm not going to do that. We are at the end of the episode anyways, so... I could also consider starting to upgrade some of the roads into bricked road, but I would rather have more bricks before that. Okay, we can now do the window makers. Destruction quest, definitely not. But let's build the window makers. Boom! And now we are making windows as well. Isn't that lovely? I think I did this the wrong way around. I did. That's better. 1 of those to 2 of those. Okay, so I will be gathering up some windows off camera while just leaving the soap trade to Eli going, doing some of the AI quests and stuff like that. We do have the expedition for the New World. We do have the expedition for Enbeza. We are not going to either of those for a little while yet. These guys are going to demand rum at 500. Yeah, that's something that we can only get in the New World. But that's just fine. No, we don't need that, we don't need that, we don't need that, we don't need... The pastry chef is nice. But its maintenance cost is not that important. This one is really good, actually. I'm gonna buy that one. No, I'm not going to buy that one because he changed out. Okay. Or did I buy it? No, I didn't buy it. Oh well. So, okay, let me do that resident quest before we wrap up then. It's a photography quest as well. We're going to take a picture of the brick factory. Boom. Submit. And what we get? We get a pilot. Ooh, that's nice. So if you do have any questions and or comments, then please do feel free to leave those in the comment section below as per usual. I hope you enjoyed the episode, and I hope I will see you all in the next one as well.